to Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy.
Welcome to Real Estate Live with the Real Estate Guys, Aaron and Jacob Taylor.
We're keeping it real, we're keeping it current, and we're keeping it fun.
Las Vegas' #1 real estate show.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
310-MOVE, the real estate guy.
Welcome, everybody, to Real Estate Live. Aaron Taylor and Jacob Taylor, the kid. We're here every week.
What's up, everybody?
On the radio and our podcast with Jude. What up, Jude?
What up?
Making us look good. We're the best looking guys on radio. That's what I've been told, Jacob.
I like to
Have you
hear
been
it.
told that?
I haven't yet.
I
Maybe
haven't.
they're just talking about you.
I have been told that.
That's awesome.
I think they're talking about you. Anyways, welcome to Real Estate Live. #1 listing team in the state of Nevada. Call for details. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Las Vegas and Henderson. We list a lot of homes, JT.
We do.
We really
We've
do.
been on fire these last 2 weeks.
Yeah, we have. We're going to talk about that later. But let's thank our sponsors, right? #1, I love Grape Street Cafe. John McGibbon, that's my cheers. He's the best place, the best restaurant in downtown Summerlin. I love to go there. We give out gift cards when you call us. Hey, don't call us, though. Even though we give you the number, don't call us because their show's only an hour. We don't have time.
We don't got enough time.
No time. Don't call us.
Let's keep it going. Come on.
Unless it's really important. John McGibbon. Hey, who's this guy right here? Where's our boy at?
Oh, here he
Where's
is.
Chris Sullivan? Give us some love, JT. Look at that, Jude.
All right,
there he
all
is.
right. There's our boy
Give
Chris.
him some love.
There's our boy Kiss. Mwah.
Got to
Mwah.
give him a
Mwah.
kiss with a purse and a dress
Sarong.
and an earring,
Sarong.
which is fine. We're okay. Hey, he's a real estate attorney. He is awesome at what he does. You want Chris Sullivan on your side
He's
for
the
sure.
best.
He's the best. He is. Home warranty company.
AHS, American Home Shield.
And
we got Fidelity National Title.
love some Fidelity National
Julie
Title.
Cimarelli, we love you.
Yep. And we do have a special guest today that you'll talk to the second and third segment. Another sponsor of ours. Tell us about her, JT.
Neela Home Loans. Sheila Merrill.
Who is she?
Your wonderful sister
Hi.
and my
Not my
aunt.
sister. It's your aunt.
Yes. I said your sister, my aunt.
It's your aunt. So we're going to have Sheila. Welcome, Sheila. But we're going to talk to you more
Hi,
on the
everybody.
second segment. We just like to get everything going. Any stories this week besides, hey, our dollar commission program is kicking ass, I'm telling you.
It is.
We
People
are.
are calling and wondering what's going on with that.
Yeah. And
They got some questions.
They do. And in a nutshell, how it works is people know that we market and advertise. And we do it better than anybody else out there. I mean, we are all over the place, right? We spend money to sell your house. We really do. That's what we do. Come July, NAR is saying, hey, you don't
August now. August now.
Oh, it's
They
August.
pushed it back.
Okay, August. You don't have to pay the buyer's agent anymore, seller. The buyer has to pay the buyer's agent. Oh, okay. Well, that was always negotiable. So all we're doing, what we're bringing to light is we're saying, hey, seller, we represent you. We're going to charge you what we charge you because we need to market and sell your house. Everything else is negotiable. Every single thing that we do is negotiable. So we're going to do this, all with soup to nuts. We're going to do everything. And if we have to pay a buyer's agent, we may have to pay him a little something or we may not have to. That's all we're saying. We're saving people thousands of dollars right now. And our phone is ringing off the hook. We're listing houses like crazy. I feel pretty good about it.
I do too. I think it's going to show sellers that, we really can fight for them now. And, we've already had a few scenarios where we were able to draw out multiple offers and cut that buyer's agent commission down. You guys know the standard typically is about 2.5% to 3% of the purchase price goes to the buyer's agent. And that usually comes out of the seller's pocket.
Used to be.
However, with our new program and the way we're listing homes now, we're making the buyer's agent negotiate their commission with us.
Yeah.
And we're fighting them tooth and nail to make sure we get that as low as possible.
And we've had a few where they were how much?
Zero.
Because
Yeah. Made the buyers pay their buyer's agent.
yeah, work for it.
Yep.
Because all it does is it saves the seller more money, and that's what we're all about. Getting the seller as much money as possible, Jude. What do you think?
I like that.
Ask me if I care about the buyer's commission. Go ahead, ask
Do
me.
you care about the buyer's
I don't
commission?
care.
You don't care?
I really don't care.
Maybe some buyer's agents aren't going to be too happy, but
Probably
hey,
not.
now you can't just open a door and fill out a contract to
No.
get 2.5%. You're going to have
No.
to actually add some value. You're going to have to negotiate with us and somehow convince us that you're worth 2.5% for writing that contract.
Yep. Now, what we help buyers is we have to sign a buyer's broker agreement, which everyone's going to have to do that. And we're good at negotiating. I mean, we have value. So we're going to let the buyer know, hey, you're going to pay us X amount of dollars to help you, but we're good at beating up sellers on the other side too.
Yep.
Right? So it's just going to come down to who the professionals are, who the experts are, and those guys are going to survive. And the new guys and the ones that aren't taking it serious are going to leave the game, or they're just going to have to get coached up. They're just going to have to, because the industry's changing, as a whole. Another sponsor we had Christian last week.
Oh, yes.
On a radio
Sun
show.
Solar.
Man, unbelievable. If you guys heard last week's radio show, podcast, Christian from Sun Solar.
Yep.
Amazing company. We stand behind them 100%. Solar company installation is phenomenal. Warranty is phenomenal. You're locking in your kilowatt price now. When Nevada Power raises their rates, yours stays the same.
Yes.
And they're going to raise their rates.
So the only thing they will be able to raise for you is that small connection fee. Right now I believe it's only like $25, $30. I'm sure that'll go up over time. I remember when it used to be $13. But at least they won't get to raise your total power bill hundreds of dollars every month from year to year.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to do it. So if you want solar, call us. Our number is 702-310-6683. 702-310-MOVE. That's the real estate guy. Real estate guy's phone number that everybody knows. Talk to Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy. 702-310-MOVE. Right, Jacob?
There you go.
You know that number by heart, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
702-310.
Only heard it a few 100,000
MOVE. So we help you with solar. Hey, if you're in a lawsuit, you need a personal injury attorney. We got one of those too.
We did.
Greatest guy in the world, Chris Sullivan. No, Sean Sullivan.
Sean Sullivan.
Not Chris Sullivan's brother, but they're both Irish. Both
went to law school
Both
together.
went to law school together. Both Pops' best friends. Great guys. Love them to death. So we got some good people on our corner, right?
Sean's even gotten a few of my fraternity brothers out of some trouble.
He has.
Coming and save the day.
It doesn't have to do with his wife being a judge, does it? No. Nothing to do.
No.
No. Doesn't have nothing to do with that, right? All right. Well, we're going to take a little break. When we come back, we're going to have Sheila Merrill from Neo Home Loans. We're going to play that game that we always play with called Stump the Chump. Ask her some questions, see if she can say, I don't know what that is. See if we know something that she doesn't know. You think we do?
I don't know. We'll see.
I think we will. But I'll probably be a little easier on her since she is my sister and all. Have to be a little easier on her, right? So anyways, hey guys, thanks for listening to Real Estate Live every Saturday. We'll be back in just a minute. Okay, welcome back everybody. We're here every Saturday and Sunday in your house, in your car. We're here with you.
That was pretty nice.
Was that creepy?
That was kind of good. Yeah, you really
That was a little creepy,
That
right?
was a really good radio voice, actually.
That was really a really good radio voice, Jacob.
All right, now you're trying to. All right,
let's go. Hey.
All right, let's welcome our guest here. Sheila, say hi. Tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do.
Hi, everybody. Sheila Merrill here with Neo Home Loans. So what we do is we help people create generational wealth through real estate. And when
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. How long you been in the business? Tell everybody about your great brother, things like that.
Okay. Well, been in this business a long time. Over 22 years now, and been a business person for all my life, basically, and I'm really good at putting things together. If you don't know where you're at, I can show you where you need to be and what steps you need to do to take it. Now, Aaron obviously has been with me all my life, too, so should I tell a little story?
Go ahead.
You want to hear a little story?
Tell them a story.
Okay,
the juicier, the better.
Okay, I want to tell a story.
That's what makes good podcasting and good radio, right, guys?
Okay. Well,
You can't cuss, though.
No.
No F words.
No, I don't
No
do
C
that.
words. No S words.
I
And
don't-
definitely no B words. You can't
Yeah.
do that, right, Ramon?
Yeah.
I can't. No booby words. Can't do it. Go ahead,
You don't
Sheila.
have to worry about that. I don't drop bombs.
right.
Okay, so when Aaron was a kid, this is about dear old brother. It was so cute. I remember when he was a kid, Mom would have friends over, and it was back when everybody wore nylons. And he would go up to the ladies. They would sit there having their cocktails and just chatting, having a social hour. And all of a sudden, this little kid would come up and just start rubbing these legs. And it was so cute. All the girls, all the ladies got a kick out of it. And that's a true story. The true story.
And it holds true today.
You rub their legs.
I still love
yes,
rubbing
he
legs.
loves nylons.
But if you ever notice, women really don't even wear nylons anymore. Very rarely.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't even know.
See,
what
you guys don't
nylons
even know what
are.
that is.
That sounds kind of fishy.
Nylon stockings.
Women should wear nylons. Honestly, you should wear nylons. But Some of them don't.
Turn off your phone. What's going on in here?
Sorry about that.
We don't mind if the
I
phone's
know.
on. It can be on. So, anyways, Sheila, you have 4 children? 3 children.
I got 3 children.
3 children. How many grandkids?
9 grandkids and 3 greats.
Wow.
We
So
just
we got a
went to
big
one
family.
of your kids' wedding was last weekend.
Right.
Yeah, Chris's wedding was last week.
That was
Yeah.
really beautiful out in Red Rock.
Youngest
Red-
one-
The Red Rock Preservation.
Uh-huh.
That was
Youngest one
awesome.
got married, and that was really fun. Probably 60-mile-an-hour winds, but it was still great.
Good. Well, I know everybody's listening right now. They're probably just wondering about interest rates. A lot of our clients, though, I notice, own their house outright, so loans aren't even an issue. One of the big things we should talk about is what do you call those loans when you don't have a payment anymore, or maybe they pay you a little money every month?
Well, I think
What's that
they're
loan
called
called?
a reverse mortgage.
Couldn't stop her.
Yeah.
Reverse mortgage. I think we should talk a little bit about reverse mortgage because our age group, our listeners, can really benefit from reverse mortgages. But the first question I have for you is, what's going on with their interest rates? Man, I hear one thing, I hear another thing. They go down, they go back up. Everybody says they're going up. Everybody says they're going down. I know you probably don't know, but you do have more of a pulse on that than most people. What do you think the rates are going to do the remaining of this year?
Well, we've kind of got some feedback. I follow the experts. Is it okay to mention who I follow?
You mention anybody you want?
Okay. Barry Habib with MBS Highway, one of the greats, 3-time Crystal Ball Award winner, and a few other guys also that are experts in their field. And basically what they're saying is right now expect it to be pretty much about the same. Earlier this year, let's start with earlier this year. They actually started to go down a little bit.
I saw that.
Yeah. And then they started picking back up about a month to a month and a half ago. So right now, we call for details, but they're hovering around 7.5 and maybe a little lower, maybe a little higher, depending on your situation. But what the experts are saying is expect them to basically stay about where they're at and maybe even get a little higher. But let's see. We might have a surprise when the election comes. That's what I read recently.
I'm just kidding. They're all-
Well, just to give you guys some facts too, right? We're speculating this and that. So I'm actually buying my house. We've talked about this a few times here, and I locked my rate. I think it was last week. Locked it at a 7.625, and it cost me 2.5 points, if I remember correctly.
What?
Right?
Yeah.
2.5
Yeah.
points was the cheapest. What do
You
they
got to
call
pay
that? Like-
2.5 points for a 7.6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
7.625.
You
So
got to
yeah.
pay like $10,000?
Huh? Yep. Just about.
That's crazy.
Luckily, I'm getting a little family and friends discount over here.
That's so you're telling me that the rate's over 8 then?
Yeah, right now on an investment property, 8.25, 8. Yeah.
But this is his primary.
This is his
But
primary.
I'm buying
well,
conventional.
He's buying
I
conventional.
can't buy FHA because it's not arm's length because you're
Yeah.
my family member. So good thing you know I learned something new. Can't
Yeah.
buy FHA off family.
Right. Well, can he do
Unless it was your primary. If it was your primary, he could have, but
right.
it wasn't.
Can he do a 2-1 buy down?
It's not worth it.
Yeah, I don't think
No,
so.
we're going to
either.
refinance him.
Wow.
Going to refinance
Yep, so
him out of
getting
it.
the locked
So
rate
let me
at
ask you a question. If you're going to
7.625.
refinance him, why pay 2.5 points for a lower rate if he's going to refinance him in a year anyways?
That's a good question.
Why do it?
Because if he didn't, the rate would probably been, we looked at it was like low 8s, and you still had points to pay as well. So it kind of, it
It
made
still would have
sense.
been paying like 1.75 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, because here's the thing. When you pay points, that to me, that's throwing money out the window. I'd rather take the par rate, and when you refi in a year, so be it.
Yeah.
But why?
Well, what is
Yeah.
it after 8 payments?
After, 6 to 8 payments can refinance.
Because I
Yeah.
think, and I know you'll probably think too, that the rates in 2025 are going to go down,
I think so.
Yeah.
Too,
Yeah.
and that's when.
They gotta make the new election look good, right? Whoever gets in, they gotta make them look good, make their
Well,
economy
we know
go-
who's getting
go
in.
robust
Come on,
again.
you know who's getting in, and we ain't gonna even talk about that. This isn't a political show, so we don't talk about anybody except for local politics that we like. Victoria Seaman for mayor. Yes, go Victoria. Victoria, Victoria.
So she just had a debate recently.
She is today at 6. She had one earlier.
She had no.
Oh, she did have one just recently.
Yeah. So
Right.
I think she did very, very well. She's looking solid.
Wait.
Come on, play with me here.
No, wait, she's going to have one, and she just did have one. So, yeah, but Victoria Seaman and Shelley Berkeley, I think those are the two people, right?
Yeah,
And Victoria has energy, man. She's young. She has energy. She has experience.
She has some passion. I mean, even, she's been dealing with that Badlands situation that they just had a decision on recently. I believe there's still 2 more lawsuits going on, but she's been telling everybody it's a waste of taxpayer money to continue. They should have settled this thing years ago when they had the opportunity. But I think she does have our best interest at heart, and she is looking to keep Las Vegas a booming, thriving city, protect our small businesses, protect our police force out there, keep our communities safe, because at the end of the day, that's really what's most important to us is safety, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Especially now that I have a baby coming next month, that's something I'm worried about a lot more. I didn't really care before when it was just me, but now I got a baby.
Oh, when you have a baby, everything's different. When you fly in an airplane, like I used to be terrified of flying on an airplane, right? Wasn't for me, it was for you guys. When my kids were with me, I was terrified of flying on an airplane. I fly so much now, I could care less. If it's just me, I don't care. Let it go down. Yeah. It's just me. When it's my family members, I don't want it to go down, right? When it's your kids. But anyways, let's shift back to rates.
Yeah, we squirreled.
So what are you saying about rates? They're going up to 10% this year? Is that what you said?
God forbid. No. No, they're expected to be about the same, and we'll just have to see what the game is right before the elections. So, yeah. And the rumor is that should be about the same next year, early next year as well, unless we'll have to just wait and see. Right. I mean, there's forecasts back and forth. So
let's just talk, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about this some more too, is a lot of our listeners, they own a house. They're not sure what it's worth, first of all, so they should call us. 702-310-MOVE. We'll tell you what your home is worth. You might be pleasantly surprised. But if your home is worth, let's say, $600,000 and you owe $300,000, you can do what you call a reverse mortgage. And a reverse mortgage is maybe on that $300,000 loan, your payment's $1,500 a month, $1,700 a month, just saying. If you do a reverse mortgage, all of a sudden your payment's zero.
Right.
It's zero, right, Sheila?
Yeah. Yeah. All you pay is taxes and insurance and HOA if you have it.
Yeah, that's it. And you can enjoy that money the rest of your life. Now, reverse mortgages are great, especially if you don't have any kids to hand down the house to, or if they don't need the money, or if they don't, right? If they don't have any inheritance, reverse mortgages are cool. Another reverse mortgage that you can do is, let's say you own the house outright, it's worth $600,000, and you want an income every month. Well, you could maybe get $1,500 or $2,000 a month every single month the rest of your life.
Yeah, there are several options. Actually, you can do a line of credit up front. You can do a half and half. You can do a cash out, and then a line of credit. And you can also do something we did on a client where actually she's coming into some money and she's putting it in an account and she's going to get interest on it, and it's going to actually lower what she's paying on the original reverse mortgage because of that.
Wow, that's great. Yeah. Well, I do know that I've never seen a Hearst follow. I don't know what's the saying. I've never seen a truck full of money following a Hearst. Yeah. Is that the saying?
I don't even know.
You know what it is?
No idea.
Ramon, you know what it is?
No idea.
No.
The bottom line is you can't take your assets, your money with you when you die. You can't do it. So, like myself, now that I'm getting older, more than likely, JT, I'm not leaving you much. I'm just telling you right now. I'm gonna probably spend most of it. I mean, why wouldn't I? I've earned it. I worked hard for it. I provided you a good life.
Fair enough.
I put you through college.
I'm not complaining.
Exactly. So whatever money I have, man, I want to travel around the world. I want to go buy things. I want to go party as old as I can. So you guys listening, spend your money. If you're a senior, you're 60, 70, 80 years old, you do a reverse mortgage. Go spend your money. Go have some fun. Go
screw
live
them
life.
Kids.
Yeah, forget your kids. They don't need it. Right? We did it on our own. They can do it on their own.
Teach them lessons. Don't give them money.
Right? Don't give. All right.
Aaron, can I mention one other thing?
You can mention whatever you want.
I'd like to mention this. If I
Go
can.
ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We have this newfangled calculator. You've heard of an amortization calculator, right?
I have.
Well, this is an amortization calculator on steroids. Ooh. So we just had it today on our team's meeting, and it was so cool. And basically what it does is it not only shows you when you put down extra money, no matter what it is going to convert that into the effective rate. So say your rate is 8%. Well, say you decide to put $500 more a month. Well, your effective rate is actually going to be lower, like 5%, 6%, or whatever. The more you put down per month, the lower the effective rate is, and the savings that you're going to pay over the life of the loan. So an example was we did it on a $500,000. She saved over $300,000 in interest if they put down $2,000 more a month. The point is, whatever
$2,000
year
more a month?
they wanted to see what that was.
Wow.
Yeah, because their cash, they earn a lot of cash. So their tips, in Las Vegas, we have
Yeah.
a lot of tip earners. So that's what we did. So if you want to know what your rate might be, your effective rate, your true rate, let me know.
So
Get a hold of us.
basically, the rule of thumb was, if you make one at a 30-year term loan, if you make one extra payment a year, your loan is going to not get paid off in 30 years, but 22 years. That used to be the rule of thumb. I'm sure. Is that right? Do you know if that's right or not?
It's a little less. It's like 5 to 7 years.
No, your loan's not paid off in 7 years.
No, I'm sorry. You save 5 to 7 years.
23 to 25 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say 23 years. So make one extra payment a month. So now you're coming up with the effective interest rate. If you did that, it wouldn't be 8%. It might be 6.5.
Right.
Because you're saving interest.
Right. And
I
we
get
can
that.
also show you, if you want to pay off the high credit cards, 15% to 25%, that also lowers the effective rate as well. So people are afraid of getting out of their 3%. Well, in some cases, it makes sense to do so.
Right.
Oh, to pay off debt instead. Yeah.
Well, I remember when we had a house payment, JT, me and your mom, our house payment was like $3,100, right? And we had a 15-year mortgage. Well, we called the bank and we said, I want my house paid off in 5 years. After we paid a couple of years, what do I have to pay? They said $4,107. So we just started paying $4,107. Next thing you know, we owed 100 something, and then we just paid it off. But it was crazy how much that saved us in money and interest. So we're going to have to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to come back with Sheila Merrill from Neo Home Loans. We're going to play Stump the Chump. We got a couple more questions to ask her. Call the real estate guys at 702-310-6683 for all your real estate needs.
All right, we're back. Don't try to steal my thunder over there.
Go
sir.
ahead, baby.
We're back here. We got some more questions for Sheila.
All right.
We got to stump the chump here. What do you got from her? For her.
What else?
What do you got for her, huh?
What else you want to know?
Okay, well, I want to know that in closing costs, why are they so much? Why do we got to pay all these closing costs? And are they all negotiable?
Closing costs negotiable. Well,
Yes.
did you know that a majority of your closing costs are your prepaid taxes and interest and insurance? Did you know that?
Yeah, like that. It's that prorated portion of
Yes,
the first month's
prorated and
payment
then-
and the next month's payment,
Yes,
right? And
and
then
then the
it's your
reserves.
prorated portion of like that quarter for sewer, prorated for taxes, prorated for HOA, and then the HOA always takes a few months up front, right?
Yeah.
And
Uh-huh.
insurance takes 6 months. But besides the prorations,
Yeah.
principal, interest, taxes, insurance, and HOA.
You also have an option on a conventional loan to forego that. You can not have impounds, your taxes and insurance impounded, and pay it yourself. So you save a little bit that way. Now, the rest of it is, it is negotiable. So
Everything's negotiable.
everything's negotiable. I mean, there are some hard, fast fees that, a lender will ask for supplementing an underwriter or processor or whatever, but origination fee, I don't think you should ever pay an origination fee or an application fee.
You know what they should do? The NAR got sued because there's a standard in commissions that the seller have to pay, and the lawsuit was 400-something million, right?
Okay.
They should do it with mortgages. People don't know that stuff's negotiable. Yeah. They just think they have to pay it. Title fees, lender fees, think about it. They just think they have to pay it. They don't know that they can go, I ain't paying that. Well, what do you mean you're not paying it? That's too much. Processing fee, $800, ain't doing it. $400, that's what you're getting. They have a choice. Buyers have a choice, right? They don't know that. So what you're saying, Sheila, is you agree they have a choice.
Yes.
Yes, they do. But here's the deal, though. When they have a choice, that's where we have to show our value.
Exactly.
That's when you go back to them and go, look, you are a nurse and you work a 12-hour shift and you're saving people's lives, or you're doing what you're doing. How would you like someone taking half of your pay? Show the value, right? If that nurse isn't going to the room, taking care of the patient, Hey, maybe they deserve half pay. I don't know. But a lender should be able to do the same thing that realtors have to do now. Show your value if you want to get paid.
Yeah.
Because I tell you, that's around the corner. You watch.
Yeah.
What just happened at the NAR with real estate agents and sellers is going to happen to mortgage companies. Watch.
Yeah.
Because they don't know it's negotiable. It's the norm. Okay, I have to pay it. Well, you don't have to pay it.
Yeah. Well, something else that's new is, not really new, but what we do is we show our value, and I know you do too, the real estate guy, is we have a concierge, a loan customer care concierge that is with the client through the life of the loan. For the first year, every quarter, my concierge is Liz, and she is the bomb.
Yep,
we
she
contact them. We find out what's going on. Hey, how can we help you? We have a list of vendors, too, that our clients have full access to. And once a year, we do an annual review, a loan review as well. So there's a lot of value that we bring, just as I know the real estate guy does, too.
Well, that's great, Sheila. Well, one of the values that the real estate guy brings, that we're talking about value, is, bless you, yes, is our sellers. When we have a house, before it's listed, we talk about it on our radio show when it is listed. JT, you want to go over a couple of them?
Sorry, I didn't catch that. I got distracted.
Oh, we got our coming soon, our currently listed.
yeah.
So talk about our coming soon.
Alrighty. So our first
This
one
means
on
it's
the
not
list.
listed. We already did paperwork, and we sell a lot of our homes this way without even putting it on the MLS.
We do, absolutely. So the first one we got here, major cross streets are Sun City Anthem and Inspirata out in Henderson. We got 2861 Gold Creek Street, 89052. It's going to be listed at $449. It's a single story home, 2-bedroom, 2-bath with a 2-car attached garage, running about 1,500 square feet. So that's going to be a nice, cute one out there.
$449. That's a good price for out
Great
there.
price. Hard to find
Yeah,
single
this
family
one
at that
this
price.
one won't last. I'm not just saying that.
It won't last but 10 days.
It
yeah.
really won't last.
And
So
the
if,
10 days it's on the market will be just negotiations.
yeah, if you know somebody out there looking for a single story house out in Sun City Anthem and Inspirata, that's 1,500 square feet for $450. I think you should look at this one, right?
I agree.
All right, what do we got next?
All right, so these ones are actually currently listed. They were recently listed. We have one, this is in Silverstone Ranch in the Northwest, 8948 Sandy Isle Court. It's listed at $410,000. It's a 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 2-car garage, 2,300 plus square foot home, 2-story. So you get a lot of bang for your buck here on this one. You know, it's a little bit out of the city, but
Ramon's looking.
He's got
the itch. I can tell he's
got
got the
some
itch.
good bones.
Solar.
Sure, there's a lot
Solar
you can
new
do with
house.
this one.
They were about solar new house.
And then
Solar
our
new-
last one here, we have 6705 Accent Court, listed at $389,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-car garage, 1,503 square feet, and no HOA. For all you folks out there that are tired of your neighbors joining the HOA boards and not allowing the stuff you want to do in your backyard
Telling you
to be
to pull
done,
your
but doing it
weeds.
in their yard,
Can't park in your
move into this home.
Can't park in your own
No
street.
Can't
HOA.
park in the street. Shut your motorcycle off. Hey, your kids are running down the golf course naked. They can't do that. That's what. You know when we lived at Red Rock Country Club, you did that.
I did not.
You ran.
It's never happened.
Yeah, you did.
It's never
down.
happened.
You and Mimi, butt naked, running down the first
I
tee box.
don't recall.
Neighbors next door called up. The security guards came, started laughing, gave them a beer. They were cool. They left. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to close the show.
Going to talk about some market stats.
Yeah, we got market stats to talk about.
About them April numbers. and
Oh,
what
we
they,
do?
What they came out with. And
And I
see if
thi-
my prediction was correct.
I think somebody
Yeah.
was right.
It's possible.
Lady. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening to Real Estate Live. We'll be back in just a minute.
All right, everybody, we're back. And
That is
now,
so funny, dude.
Jacob Taylor here. I am going to be telling you guys about the April market stats in the real estate market, right? I know we've talked about it every week, and I kind of gave you guys my prediction, right? As we saw things progress in April, I continued to see homes sell that were turnkey, move-in ready. Like we've spoken about many times, the only ones sitting on the market for 60-plus days are ugly. They need a lot of work. They're going to have some appraisal conditions. Or, you know, the owners just started building things on their own with no permits, and they're just making things harder to sell. Anything cute, turnkey, and vacant, 10 to 15 days, it's getting
Selling.
multiple offers, and it's selling. And many times above list price if it's priced well. That doesn't mean if you look at online at your Zillow's estimate and you see 550 and then you list it at 600, it's going to sell above list price. That's not how that works.
Not going to happen.
If you price it aggressively where the market tells you it's priced, and we do the right marketing on it, we can generate multiple offers and get you guys above market price above market price offer.
We got a nice house coming up in the Fountains in Henderson.
Okay.
About 5,000 square feet for $1.6 million. Beautiful custom home, half acre. Nice property.
I like
Just
it.
for you
I like
guys
it.
that have luxury homes, don't think that the real estate guy doesn't do luxury homes.
Oh, we do everything.
Also, East Tropicana, $179,000 condo. We
got it
coming around the corner as well.
All right.
Take it on. Go ahead.
So let me highlight a few stats here. When we spoke about the median price, we were sitting at $465 from March's stats.
Now, for our listeners, why do we gauge the median price? That's
The
kind of
median
like
price kind of tells us the general consensus of the entire market. If we see the median price going up, that tells us the market's doing pretty good. Obviously, that means homes are selling for higher than they did the previous month. So something's on its way up, right? So even though rates are stagnant right now, we're still seeing the median price raise consistently every month.
So there's a trend.
There's a trend.
And that
We've been
trend's
going up
been going on for probably about 4 or 5 months now.
since the beginning of this year. Yeah.
Yeah, the trend is
As soon
just
as the
trickling
holiday,
up.
as soon as the holiday period ended, we've been seeing it trickle up.
And I don't see an end to it yet.
Nope, not anytime soon. Maybe not until we get to the next holiday season potentially.
Yep.
But so what we were at is 465 in March. I talked about it. I said I think we're going to be at least 468.5 or 470 by the time we see the stats. And the first 10 days of April, they come out on about. I think they came out 2 days ago, so they came out around the 8th or 9th. But anyways, our median price was 469
Yeah.
in April. So I was off.
Yay.
$500 higher than my first guess, about $1,000 less, but right in the middle of where I thought it was going to be. And something that is interesting, though, that I was talking about with you, yesterday is our median price of condos, townhomes. So traditionally, when we talk about median price, we're only talking about single-family homes. But I do think it's important to highlight that condos and townhomes, they also have their own separate stats and median price as well.
Right.
And for whatever reason, this year, the condo townhome median price has been going crazy. It actually reached the highest it's ever been. I'm sure a few of you have saw the RJ news article on it. They peaked out at 290,000 in April. Previous month in March, they were sitting at 282.5. And I had a kind of an idea of why I think that's happening.
I'm going to debate with you. I'm going to prove you wrong. Go
All
ahead.
right, my initial thought is, I was actually under contract buying a townhome, a new build townhome, and it was for $600,000, a little over 600.
Right.
What I've noticed is more and more each year, builders are starting to put their sales in the MLS, which makes them contribute to the market stats. Any new build, condo or townhome, is well over 290. So every time a new build is sold right now, that is just pushing up the median price.
I'm going to disagree with you, and here's why.
All right, let's hear
I
it.
think builders put their properties in the MLS for sell purpose, for advertising purpose, but they don't have to put them contingent and sold. They don't do that. I looked at a few of them. They have no reason to do that. There's no purpose for them to do that. They're not regulated to do that.
Well, we see the top, some of the top people on
You'll
the
see
volume.
them for sale.
That's what I'm saying. When they sell them, they're definitely putting some of those stats in. Because some of the spec builds, for example, they just sell on the market because someone just hypothetical. Someone goes through buying a new build.
Right.
They get halfway through the contract and then they lose their job, or they just decide to back out. Whatever. Well, that build has already been specified to those clients' preferences. So instead of trying to just sell it in the community and then let everyone know, hey, it is how it is, they put it on the MLS and they sell it that way. I helped some of your longtime clients' kids buy a spec build, and it was in the MLS.
You're probably right.
I don't know. Hey, it's just a hunch.
I think he's right.
It's just a hunch. I think it's
I ain't
very,
argued with you.
I think it's very
Yeah.
possible.
No,
that,
I think you're
that
right.
The builders throwing some of their stats in is really pushing up the median price.
Right,
on
that's why
condos
we see
down
those agents in the top 5 now, Lennar
that are-
Homes.
That are, Lennar, Open
Right.
Door.
Yeah, of course, yeah, they're going to be.
Yeah.
KB, they're in
Yeah,
there.
that's why.
And they've done 200 deals this year. Well, it's because they're putting their stats in the MLS, which is new to us.
Yeah, where's
We
our
haven't seen
inventory
that.
levels?
Our inventory levels. So those are trickling. They actually
We're still
trickled
under 5,
up.
right, combined?
Yes, we actually trickled up a little bit from week to week, about 50 homes. We were a little bit above
Yeah, that's
3,400
nothing.
single family homes. So really basically stagnant. Same with the total homes on the market. Pretty stagnant around the 4,900 mark. We're not seeing much of a change to where it's showing a change of the trend. I do think, though, more homes are getting listed on the market. We are seeing that, but there's also more sales. From month to month, we went from about 2,000 sales to about 2,350. So we are pushing up in sales each month, but we're also going up in listings.
That's a good sign.
As more people are listening.
Well, hey,
Just
go
more
up in listings,
movement.
just go up in sales.
Yeah,
it's
as
more
long
movement.
as there's more movement in
We
the
need the-
market, that's
yeah,
good
we
for
need
the
buyers.
industry,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But for all you people out there, I think this is really important to know. I've heard it from friends, especially the last 2 years, in particular, that they're going to wait for the market to crash or they're going to wait for the interest rates to come down. Well, everyone who's been saying that for 2 years is shoving their foot in their mouths right now, as the median price has jumped from low to mid threes up to four. What is it now? Just around
470,
469.
469.
Yeah.
And my prediction is next year, summer, it's going to be 550.
Yeah, no, I think it's easily going to be above 500 by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yep.
And by summertime, I think it's going to be getting real close to pushing highs we've never seen before. Like I tell all of my buddies and all of my clients, it's going to take a crazy, I call the black swan events for the market to really change.
Yeah, I
unless
agree.
we see World War III happen, or we see an alien invasion, or we see
Which could
an
happen, by the way.
assassination of
Could
a
happen. They're
president.
here.
If we don't see any of that, I don't see a tremendous change happening in the market.
Can I just say something about aliens real quick?
say it?
Just because I know we have a lot of listeners on multiple stations, and I just want, if you're an alien and you're listening, I just want you to know that I'm with you. I believe you. Beam me up, Scotty. I'm here. I'll go. We can be buddies. I want to be like best friends. So if you're an alien, call 702-310-6683. I'll hang out with you.
All right.
I'll have a cold one with you.
How are we doing on time, Ramon?
I think we're good. I want to tell a story. And then we're
All
going
right.
to talk about our
6 minutes.
what we do for sellers again.
All right, go ahead.
So, story. We had a client a couple weeks ago. They were moving to Texas. Their house was about $400,000. And, they retired, and they're moving to Texas. They didn't have much savings. One was working for the school district. One was working for the union. They didn't have really much savings, but they were going to have a decent retirement, and then we're going to have their Social Security. And they had about $300,000 equity in their house. But moving to Texas, when we sold their house, we were trying to negotiate a lease back. We got a great offer from a buyer to buy the property, but no, we want to move in right away. We're not giving you a lease back. They're like, Aaron, how do we move to Texas? All our money, we were going to use the money in our house to get to Texas, find a house, get a hotel, get the moving company. They couldn't do it. So what do you think we did, JT?
We gave them a cash advance.
We
Fronted
gave-
them some of that equity.
We gave them $10,000.
Wow.
$10,000, set them up in Texas. They put an EMD down on a house. They got someplace temporary. They got a moving company because that's what we do.
How much did they pay us back?
$10,000.
Wow.
That's it.
No interest?
No
Yeah.
interest.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy, right, Sheila? Nobody
What
does
do we
that.
gain from that?
We gained loyal, good customers and referrals
Exactly.
from that.
There's no catch.
No catch.
You got the equity. We verify it.
I don't even have to say
We
call
can
for
help
details
you.
on that one.
Yep,
We
we can
give you
help
a few
you.
bucks, you pay us a few bucks back. That's it. And anything else. Same thing with repairs of your house. We have Rick Sparrow called me the other day, and Melina went there to check it out. Need some carpet, some paint, just a few things to make the house, to spruce it up to get it to be sold. Like $6,000. I said, yeah, do it. Let's go. It helps the client get their house sold. Right?
That's how we get you topped off.
And sometimes it doesn't even get them more money. It just makes the house sellable.
Yeah.
Is what it does. So we're we're really proud of that. So we give cash advances to all of our sellers if needed. We'll list your house for as little as $1 commission. That's our new gig. We're going to negotiate every single penny to the buyer, with the buyer. We don't want to pay the buyer nothing. We don't want to give them closing costs. We don't want to give them a home warranty. We don't want to give them nothing if we don't have to. We want all the money to stay with the sellers.
Yep.
That's what you're hired us for, right?
Yep.
That's the agent you want to hire. That's the agent you want to hire to sell your house right there, Jude.
The one who fights for you.
Right.
Tooth and nail.
Yes.
Tooth and nail. Whatever.
Well,
Close
tooth and
enough.
nail. Is it tooth and nail?
I don't know. I think it was close.
Also,
nail.
people don't realize we have a commercial division.
We do.
Wayne Kezar is my buddy.
I
my partner.
actually, we actually put in a nice land deal under contract this week.
Oh, you got Taos Place under contract?
We did.
Is it with that guy? That
yes.
one you've been going back and forth
Yep,
with?
yep. We had to scrunch out a few bucks here and there, and we had to go back and forth for a few weeks, but we did get the deal under contract after
Good.
about eight months.
And
But
Tal's
we
going to be
did-
happy.
We did list it a little high, we went through a little bit of trials and tribulations. The city or either the city or some government contractor was renting out the space for a little bit, but they ended up grading the land for him free of charge when they were done renting it. So that added some value to it. And then as soon as the city was gone off of that, we found a buyer for it. Wayne actually found a buyer for it, and we negotiated a good deal for him.
Awesome. Yeah, we have another property off of Tadea at Sahara. It was a commercial property for $1.1 million. Just got that in the contract as well.
Nice.
We sell commercial buildings. We do commercial leases. So all that stuff in commercial. The only thing we don't do, but we have a good referral source for it, is we don't sell businesses.
Right.
Like if-
We
not-
could
we're not
even do
business brokers.
We can even do residential commercial loans.
so we can do
Apartments.
commercial loans.
Yeah.
Good. We can do commercial loans. So we got you at every angle if we need to.
Absolutely. All righty. Well,
Next week, we're going to have Ed Tanning on the show.
ooh, who's had 10?
So let me tell you about this, guys. If you really want to know what the future holds, Ed Tanning owns Tanning Engineering. Sharp guy, one of the smartest analytical guys I know. They're a civil engineer firm that do all the offsites for the builders who buy the land. So if the builders are buying the land, that means Ed's what? Busy. If Ed's busy, what follows that?
Money.
More houses, more buy. So if builders
Have a
are
good-
buying
have a good
land,
grasp on the market. is what
we
you're
know
saying.
what's coming in the future. So Ed's going to be here talking about all that. Really excited. Let you know the projects that it's got going on. Give us his intake on where the market's going. That's pretty exciting, right?
Awesome. Yeah.
We love Victoria Seaman. Go Victoria Seaman. Yeah.
All righty.
John Lee. We love John Lee, Congressman. We had him on.
He's going to running for Senate.
Running for
that
Senate
seat.
Yep. So, anyways, thanks for listening to Real Estate Live, Sheila. Thank you for being on the
Yep,
show.
Thank you
You're
for coming
welcome.
on,
Thanks for having
Sheila.
me.
Thank you,
Neil Holmes,
Auntie.
how do they get a hold of you? Say it real quick.
702-505-0908.
Yep, and you can always call the real estate guy at 702-310-MOVE. We'll get you over to Sheila. We'll get you over to our SolarCon people. We'll get you over to our insurance people, our Chris Sullivan lawyer people.
Whatever you need, give us a call. 702-310-MOVE.
See ya.
Real estate guy.